I like your head. I can touching. You can holding.
I will punch your face, and I'm serious. Hello folks, and welcome back to Dried Watermelon. Today we're looking at cooking curry during college lecture by Fique. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He has over 551,000 subscribers at this point, and he started to kind of blow up around the internet over this prank that he's done, where he goes into a college class and he starts cooking curry. It's kind of a clever idea, actually, I think, on the surface at least. I'm not really too sure what to think of pranksters. I don't love them in general. I don't mind if they're just harmless fun or they're kind of creative and so on, but what I have a bad or a hard time with is when they're just bothering people who are trying to get by in their daily jobs, or definitely not for a fast food worker, a service industry worker, but even a prof or a sessional, like a contract instructor or teacher. That's really hard on them as well. So I don't really know what to think about it. I'm a little skeptical and hesitant as well. I don't think that he's on the level of like a Jack Doherty or a lot of the nuisance pranksters that were huge a few years back. I'm glad that wave has gone down. But still, I don't love this prank for how long he disrupts the class and so on. So, well, let's take a look at it, and you be the judge.
Here. So how you can get see the C and the F thing? How did it come down to the upstairs? Sorry. I would never doing such a thing.
Look at your left and at your right. Stop or you leave my class.
Sorry, you don't liking butter chicken. I'm saying a question and you're not answering me something. Student studying like a hard boy, I giving a butter chicken prize. Okay, sir, I'll doing a one song. Ding dong, eat it up, eat it well and mix it up. Ding dong, what the fuck will come to your door and give it to you one? You liking that word? Okay, I'm getting egoed. My class now, I guess. So, everybody welcome. We're going to be doing a curry cooking, okay? And you guys liking a curry? Motherfuck! Okay, oh shit! Okay, I accidentally nutted on myself, but it's okay. So we're going to do a little doing something so you guys can see the painting. You guys can see the painting, asking a question? Yeah. Okay, good boy. Sir, are you on the phone with Singham? Deleting, please. I'm not having something, how I can say, come down to the upstairs, go to the PS5, close the PC and turn on the Xbox One.
So here he starts the prank, right? So he's in this university, I'm not even sure which one it is, asks his neighbor, do you like butter chicken? The student's like, I guess so. He's not really sure, or he's really just kind of thrown off by the question in the middle of this college lecture. And then he disrupts the whole class to ask him. Now, at this point, I think it's kind of funny. It's okay to do a little bit of it. Back in the day, there was Cheng Man, and he would go in and disrupt lectures a little bit by doing an outrageous skis. But from what I remember, it lasted less than 3 minutes in total. This one's going to last a little bit longer. The lecturer, like, it might not even be a full professor. It could be just be like some kind of temporary contract instructor or something. It could be a grad student who's just trying to get through and is thrown off. And so again, I don't love the prankster ideas. I think they can be funny if done well. And it's not hurting one and it's not disrupting anyone. But this just seems a little more disruptive. Again, I'm okay with this part so far. The guy plays up the stereotype, of course. With the accent and everything, yeah, sure, if that's your shtick. But I think it's going to drag on a little bit. Let's keep watching. All right, so I got to give him credit and props. Like he's pretty bold, and he's putting himself out there for sure. And he's brought out his whole bag, and he has the chef's hat on and everything. You can already see people are taking their phones out, and he's getting exactly what he wants. He's getting the attention he wants. His neighbor is pretty good-natured about it all, and it's kind of a clever idea, I think, to an extent. But you can also tell that some students, I think, seem kind of annoyed, and they're actually trying to study. I get it that just a few minutes of a disruption isn't the end of the world. I don't know. I just don't think it's that funny at this point. Let's keep going.
You want to just trying something, taking a little bite, and I'm leaving. I don't want to interrupting a class, but you can trying something. He just called 444. What the fuck? Just a little bit.
I will punch your face, and I'm serious.
You're going to punching my face. He said he wants to do a boxing. Okay, let's go, motherfucker. So do you want butter chicken? You want butter chicken? You want butter chicken? Are you racing? Are you racing? Like racing, like you're doing something, a brown guy, something? You want butter? You are good boy and you coming that one. I'll do a little like Diddy party. Oh shit, shit. How's it tasting, that one? Good boy!
Give me a second.
Okay, now we can finishing lecture. I'll going that one that way.
So, quick story. I was once in university lecture hall. It was an intro psych class. There were over something like 400, 500 students in the class. This huge, very, very steep, staired lecture hall. And I'll never forget it. There was one student actually far across the room from where I was seated that day. And that student brought out a cutting board. And then she took out some vegetables. And then she took out a knife and she literally started to make a salad. And you could just hear the chop, 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 chop. And everyone was like, what are you doing? Right? It's so distracting. In a lecture hall like that, even if you open a bag of chips, it can be distracting. Again, people should be, I should relax and have a bit of a sense of humor. So no one got angry at her, but it was just really, really odd. So obviously this is kind of an absurd situation. And that's the humor, I guess. But I don't know. The instructor's getting a little bit upset or flustered by this all. And so I think at this point, you got to just kind of wrap it up.
Interrupting that one. Sir, I like your head. I can touching. I fucking like your hair. Ed Sheeran, fuck. So what we're learning something? What we're learning about it?
This is like, it's calculus. Do you know like calculus, like...
Calculator? The fuck?
Not calculator, it's like calculus, so it's like high... It's
High, low, upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody want more chicken? She's smiling. You want chicken?
Okay, so one student's already expressed their annoyance at this guy, and then they just want to learn, or they're kind of defending the instructor and saying that he's just trying to do his job, right? And again, like, I just don't like when it interferes with people's jobs, and they're trying to work and stuff. If it's a short one, fine, just a few minutes, but be done with it and then just move on at this point, right? You don't want to disrupt the class for too long. I think if I were in the class, would I find it funny? Would I find it kind of a nice break from anything else? Maybe. So, and again, give him credit for being bold. Creative too. This is a different type of prank. It's not as annoying as some of the other pranksters out there, but let's see.
My timing. Something. Fuck, do you have a napkin? Can I use your gum? Fuck.
As a chef, I think you come prepared.
So now you're taking a shotting at me. Or you're flirting. Which one, that one?
Kitchen, yeah.
So I can call Singham.
So, like, I think if you went to culinary school, you know that gum is not very sufficient.
No, depending what gum. What gum is it?
Oh, there we go. See, he's
You see, efficient.
yeah, you're good.
I'm a cleaning boy. And if the guy's liking a video, doing a little smashing the fucking button and doing something. I don't know, doing something.
Okay, so at this point, I think he's crossed the line, right? The instructor's clearly upset. He's also stated that he doesn't want to try the food. I was getting mad. At this point, you got to just back off. At this point, it just comes across as harassment to me and just cringy. And I think is really, really obnoxious. So I think pranks, again, they can be funny if they don't get obnoxious, right? Once they cross that line, and it can be a fine line, but once they cross that line into obnoxious, it's not fun anymore. He's getting traction for sure. He's getting his views. So he's probably like, why not? This video as of right now has over 10 million views, so it's worked for him, but it's too bad that he's getting the attention this way, because I think he can do better. The guy obviously has some creativity and some clever ideas, But at this point, I honestly think it's just harassing. The instructor is just trying to do his job. So in the end, he wasted about 8.5 minutes of the class time. Again, not the end of the world. Unless some of it is edited, of course, it could have been longer. But I just didn't find it that funny. I wanted to like him more. I wanted to like this video more. I like a good prank, as long as it's clever, as long as it's not hurting one, as long as it's not harassing anyone. But I do think that this just didn't hit the mark for me. I can see why it has a lot of views because it's so out there. And it is pretty creative, I'll give him that. But I had a hard time watching it. Let me know what you think. Do you think that it is popular because it was really funny or just because it's so out there? Right. Thanks again. Take care of yourselves.